So we're gonna call it before I start throwing stuff. Hey everybody, back at the bus. It is Christmas Eve day. Hello future from Chris of the past. We are back here today. We are going to take out, we're going to finish the rest of the seats. We only had 6 left. We're going to finish that out. We're going to cut all that up. We're going to save. There's some stuff in here we're going to save. This is like old carpet underlay stuff. We're going to save that and probably this stuff. And when we build, we have 2 huskies. And underneath our bed back here, we're going to build the bed up and we're going to put the dogs under there. So we're going to make a dog bed out of that. But for now, that's all we're going to do. Then we got to get all swept out and then we're going to start up on the ceiling panels. So there we have it, all the seats are out, everything is out of there. We got some room in here. We now have a 20 foot by 7.5 foot by 6.5 foot high box that we can fill up however we want it. And away we're gonna go. Okay, now we're gonna start on the ceiling panels, but first we need to take all this piece off on both sides. This channel is where all the wiring is running through. It goes down on both sides and it's going to be real easy to take off. So we're going to get on that right now. Just pile it up on the floor. We got to drill out all the rivets in the top. I've got cobalt bits. I'm going to drill out here. I've got some cutting fluid here that we're going to dip the bit in as we're going, just to keep the bit a little cooler. And then we're going to drill them all out. So I'm going to drill out 1 or 2, see how it's going to go. If it's not going to go well, then we're not going to bother. But after this one, then I'm going to go get another drill. Or maybe we'll just use the cordless and plug in the batteries, but away we go. Safety first. The last thing you want is to get metal filings in your eyes. That's a trip to the hospital. So it's broken free. That didn't take too much. Get a screwdriver and pop it off. See if I can get it off.
Either way, when we pull down the ceiling, it'll just pop off.
I'm gonna try, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit further into it, into the stem. There we go. That should go pretty good. While I was trying to figure out a plan for the roof panels, Christina's been working on the screws. All along here, the bottom is all screws, so she's been going around getting all the ones out she can that aren't stripped out or have weird heads on them, and we'll deal with the rest later. So as you can see, this is the hard part. I got frustrated, grabbed the angle grinder, and I've been scoring the rivet heads, trying to smash it out with a hammer and a chisel. But I mean, it's just slow going, and I'm getting frustrated, and that's not a good thing. No sense working on stuff if you're getting frustrated and mad. And I mean, it is Christmas Eve, so we're gonna call it before I start throwing stuff, and we'll come back with a different plan of attack. But we got quite a bit done. It's nice and clean in here now.
I don't know what to say.
Well, we just thought we'd talk a little bit about being in your mid-50s.
No, we're not in our mid. I'm 51.
I'm almost 54. Another week and 1 day, 2 days, I'll be 54. I mean, we're not in terrible shape. We take care of ourselves. But as you get older, of course, you get pain.
Well, and I have fibromyalgia too. So if you guys see me grabbing my back or limping a bit, it's probably because of my fibromyalgia, which is creating some huge problems with some of this. But I don't know. What do you do with like your knee and stuff?
So I have some soft tissue damage on my right knee, probably an MCL tear. If the knee twists out from under me, I will almost go down every time. It's just a matter of placing my foot, being very aware of where my foot is. I try not to twist on the right leg. If I'm going to twist on it, I twist on the heel, not the toes. Generally, I just try not to twist on it at all.
Yeah. And your shoulder, you just try not to use it so it won't go out of socket.
Yeah, I've had a bad shoulder since I was 17 years old.
He's got a scar that's like this long on his shoulder.
It dislocates like nothing, so I don't even think about that one.
So, but with fibromyalgia, I was actually lucky enough that when I was first diagnosed, I was told the more you hurt, the more you need to move, which I just shortened: the more you hurt, the more you move. And I have found that a lot of the time, if I work through the pain may last an hour and a half, but then everything starts to loosen up and I'm fine. So basically, I just try to live by the motto: the more you hurt, the more you move, and keep moving. I do have to be aware if something is not a fibro hurt, which is kind of hard because fibro makes you hurt everywhere. So you have to kind of be aware if you hurt yourself or not. Just like my Achilles, I know is probably not a fibromyalgia pain anymore. I thought it was at first, and now we know it's not. So, but yeah, the more you hurt, the more you move. So if you have fibromyalgia, get up and move. Don't sit on the sofa, because it will ultimately just make you hurt more. And in all honesty, I guess, well, I told you this, that you know, I can sit at home on the sofa and hurt, or I could go snowboarding or building out a bus. I guess we're demoing the bus, or hiking, or you know, a bunch of anything. Either way, I'm going to be in pain. So I might as well be doing something that I love to do or that needs to be done. Because I can tell you, I don't love unscrewing all these screws, but it is kind of fun because I get to be here with this one. Yeah. So if you're going to hurt, you might as well do something you love.
Exactly. So that's moving on with pain. So I think we're going to call this video here not a failure, but
it was a learning lesson.
Definitely things are starting to come to that point where we knew they would, where it's not as easy as we thought.
Yeah.
So
well, we knew that was coming up.
Yeah. So we
our entire ceiling is riveted.
As most are. If you're lucky enough to get screws in the roof, we hate you.
We don't hate you.
We're just kidding.
We still love you.
The screws would be nice, but hey, we've got steel rivets, and I'm working on the best method to get them out. I'm going to try using an air chisel the next time we come back. So we'll see what happens.
And thank you for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to make sure that you get notifications with our next video.
If you get anything out of this video, give it a like. Leave us a comment down below.
Even if you didn't like it, let us know. If you
know.
have a better way to get these rivets out, let us know.
Let us know in the comments down below, because this is one of the biggest problems, is getting these rivets out.
I think we worked on it for about 2 hours and we got maybe 10 or 15 out.
The rivets themselves, I think about an hour.
Okay, so but still 10 or 15.
Yeah.
And the entire bus is riveted.
Yeah, so I may actually try a smaller drill bit as well.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And we do have a website where we have some products that are husky related, because we do own 2 dirt wolves, and that are husky related, hiking related. Ultimately, when I get some time, we will have some bus related stuff, so be sure to check that out. And that's at genx-ventures, VENTURES.com.
I'll link it down below. See you later.
Bye.